Oh, what am I sitting on? Okay, there's 3 minutes left. I'm done. No. This is the worst game in Vegas Golden Knights history ever. Game 7, 2019. This is unacceptable. This is the worst, absolute worst game they have ever played. Worst third period in franchise history. We allowed Buffalo to score 5 goals in the third period. What, 3 weeks ago? We let Nashville come back from a 4-1 lead. 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago, this is the absolute worst. This is happening to a non-playoff team who has nothing to play for other than playing spoiler, and they're doing it after they had an abysmal second period. Vegas Golden Knights had an abysmal first. Then the Coyotes had an abysmal second, even though they got on the board first with the first goal of that period. And then the Vegas Golden Knights scored 4 straight. The Coyotes have just scored 6 straight goals. I just heard that an empty netter was scored. Not in consequence. Going back to my earlier remark about the worse than Game 7 2019, this is not in consequence because obviously out of the playoffs, we're still in the playoffs right now. But in regards to allowing this many goals in this short span, not on a power play, and to a team that is not in the playoffs, that's not going to go to the Western Conference Finals. Unbelievably bad. Unbelievably bad. The way I felt after the first was, holy cow, awful game. The way I felt after the second was, great. Oh man, the Dorofeev Carlson Mantha line, fantastic. Love that line. They've been doing fantastically. I really don't even know what else to say. Vegas had one goal that was called back because it was clearly offside. Like clearly, that was terrible. Off of the end of the power play where Martinez blasted, it didn't count. And to be fair to Vegas, some of these goals were own goals going off of White Cloud shin pad and over Thompson. Thompson had a phenomenal first period. The only reason we were in this game when we finally popped off in the second period to go up 4-1, and now I got distracted for a couple of minutes. It was legitimately less than 10 minutes, and it went from 4-1 to tied. I still haven't even seen all of these goals. They are just ridiculous. The first goal that was scored by Dermott was also ridiculous. It was dumped in, came out, he shot it, Thompson wasn't ready, went in, which is a bad goal to get in, but like he had played so well that you can forgive that one for sure. I'm not blaming Thompson. I have no idea what happened. The Coyotes went and scored 2 in the span of like a minute, and Bruce Cassidy called a timeout. Fat load that did! They just allowed 4 more goals! Unforgivable game. This game, absolutely the worst period of hockey I've ever seen this team play. They allowed 6 goals in 1 period. I think that's a franchise record. Yep, first time Golden Knights have ever allowed 6 periods in a game. 6 goals in a period. To a team that we were up 4-1 against, that's ranked 28th in the league. I'm not watching the rest of that for my own mental health. This is something that's supposed to be relieving for me. It's fun. The game of hockey is awesome. That is utter crap. Nonsense. This team is getting swept in the first round if they play at all similar to how they played tonight. I don't care that they had a fantastic second period. If they play periods 2 of the 3 periods, like the worst team in hockey, the 29th worst team in hockey, 29th best team, so like the 3rd, 4th worst, oh boy. No, done. I'm not, that's it. So much for home ice in the first round. Like Edmonton won today, so obviously it was getting harder anyway, but like, hey, we had an opportunity to. Blew that out of the frickin' water. That's it for Game 76's Nightly Review. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night.